The only thing worse than a sore loser is a sore winner. Now, if you watch American football, you've probably heard it by now about how one of the Buccaneers players pummeled the Vikings player during the third quarter. And what gets me is that this is actually a perfect illustration of moderator. I don't talk about sports all that much because I feel it degrades the more important issues that I talk about. But this here is an excellent comparison because American football is penalty ball. That's all it is. It's just a series of penalties and yard lossage and just everything. Everything's a fucking penalty. You look at the other player wrong, it's a penalty. Your foot is out of place, it's a penalty. So, with all these multitude of fucking penalties for every little thing, and then when someone actually does something worthy of a penalty, nobody has anything to say. It's not like the Buccaneers had to do this to somehow, pull a win out of their ass. They were not the ones 17-32 or whatever the score was. The point is, they were winning. They were winning by a lot. They had no reason to do this other than the players on the field had a little bout. And for you to tell me that you can make a penalty for everything else in the fucking world, but you can't make a penalty for someone actually grabbing the helmet, pulling it off the other player, then punching him to the point of he bleeds, that doesn't get a penalty, that doesn't get lossage of yards, that doesn't get anything. They just treat it like nothing happened. You have just illustrated moderators. Because apparently the referees didn't want anything to happen. They wanted the Buccaneers to win that game, or maybe they just didn't fucking care. It didn't involve their little control over the game itself. They just figured, well, that's a social issue. That's the fact that those players got into a fight. That's not our problem. We're the controllers. We're the lords of this game. And that's how moderators see themselves. They don't fucking care about you when you get attacked, when you get raped, when you get harassed, when people come after you personally and take your information and capitalize on it and exploit it and use it to dox you and shit like that. Moderators don't fucking care about that. Oh, but they have time to fucking care about what you're doing. They have fucking time to care about censoring you and banning you and demeaning you and treating you like shit and reminding you that they're in charge and you better listen to them. That's what I'm fucking talking about here. That's the problem with America. I mean, it's like that anywhere. You have people like that everywhere. That's a sociopath. That can happen anytime, any place. But it is encouraged in America. It is the religion, it is the dogma of American politics and American lifestyle. The fact is, you would not get away with it nearly to the extent that you would in America. That's why Facebook's in America. That's why Google's in America. That's why the NFL is in America. Because you guys are the moderators of the world. And obviously that's, that you just look around you and you can see that. But yes, you guys think like moderators in everything you do. It doesn't even have to be the internet. It could be something like football. Even in a little sport game, you can't help but think like a moderator and try to control the situation and set all these boundaries and rules. But then when something bad really happens, all of a sudden nobody has anything to fucking say. And that's what makes me sick, and that's why I talk about moderators specifically, because they don't care about us, they don't care about the issues, they don't care about good and evil, they don't care about right and wrong, they don't even care about law and criminality, because they just want control, absolute power, just for its own sake, because they're bullies and because they're psychopaths. So that's just to give you a little heads up on why I hate American football. And if you're going to watch football, watch Canadian football. It's not penalty ball. It's just a fucking game. So I guess that's it.